Welcome to Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft. So what is this game? It's a free-to-play game on Steam. It takes about roughly 30 minutes. It's a horror atmosphere visual novel. Let's see what we got here. I guess this bit's kind of have to talk when you're just looking around like a maniac. Just all the commercials. Alright, let's go.
For despite its enormous magnitude and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the bottom of the sea since the world was young, I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith,
Called it.
whose massive bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures.
Alright, but how they get to the C4?
Dazed and frightened, yet not without a certain thrill of the scientist's or archaeologist's delight,
I examine my surroundings more closely. Oh, I did it 3 times now. Objects more closely. I saw that one. What's the story bit? Maybe there's not many elder signs like I thought there was. Let's go, dude. We're just gonna keep on walking. Do we have shoes on? Oh, we have shoes
the
on.
moon, now near the zenith, shone weirdly and vividly above the towering steeps that hemmed in the chasm.
Where does water come from? I didn't see it before. And I couldn't tell about the details, oh no.
And revealed the fact that a far-flung body of water flowed at the bottom, winding out of sight in both directions, and almost lapping my feet as I stood on the slope.
I don't have feet, oh no.
Across the chasm, the wavelets washed the base of the Cyclopean monolith,
Cyclopean, how you know?
on whose surface I could now trace both inscriptions and crude sculptures.
Yeah, we got like octopus people, the mermaid, a bunch of fish, got hammer shark, jeez. Alright. So what we got here? The moon's out and about still. Man, dude, you're having a hell of a night, huh? Okay, let's go through. And
The writing was in a system of hieroglyphics unknown to me, and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books.
how did I get up here? I don't know about that. Looks like there's octopus person side of something. Wow. Anything weird I don't recognize here? No, I pretty much recognize all of this.
Consisting for the most part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like.
And the drawings look so good.
Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world,
Okay, that middle one's not it though.
but whose decomposing forms I had observed on the ocean-risen plain. It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
Ooh. Alright. Yeah, the middle. Or elder sign. Okay, sweet. And now it's forward. Nope, on elder sign. So storytelling methods. Dagon contains many themes and storytelling methods that Lovecraft developed in his later works, such as telling the story through carvings at the Mountains of Madness, the Nameless City, journals and character notes, the Shadow Out of Time, the Hunter of the Dead, or Dark of the Dead. That'd be a little scary. I mean, if you ever played Sinking City is a good game that does this, and there's some other more Lovecraft games. But yeah. So islands emerging from the ocean, we call Cthulhu. Ooh, that's a game too. Or fictional beings and deities based on real events and mythologies. Migos and the Whisper in the Darkness. I know Migos and Dark Days of the Cataclysm. It also considered the origin of the popular Cthulhu mythos. Some of Lovecraft's other stories also concluded in a manner similar to Dagon, but skipped the details in order not to spoil the ending. Ooh. What was that, was it called Cthulhu? That one show on HBO was pretty good. It's supposed to come back eventually. What was it called? Who knows?
Plainly visible across the intervening water, on account of their enormous size, were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of a doré.
Okay.
I think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men,
Fish people.
though the creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto, or
Okay.
paying homage at some monolithic shrine, which appeared to be under the waves as well.
So it's saying this shrine, yeah. I think my fear is I was walking the sea for all the water disappeared, and then that, like the chasm I am, is actually the Marina Trench. But it'd be a lot deeper. You get what I'm saying.
Of their faces and forms I dare not speak in detail,
I can't really see them.
for the mere remembrance makes me grow faint.
Oh, I'm gonna pass out.
Grotesque beyond the imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer.
They're not that ugly. Come on.
They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby lips.
Oh no, it's water worse. Face only a mother can love, huh?
Glassy, bulging eyes, and other features less pleasant to recall.
This one looks like human, this one looks like a mutant human, that looks like alien, and that looks like a skull octopus head.
Curiously enough, they seem to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their scenic background.
What do you mean? What do you mean about that?
For one of the creatures was shown in the act of killing a whale, represented as but little larger than himself.
Oh, the proportion. So you're saying the guy's not as big as a whale? Maybe a small whale? Or it just is really that big?
I remarked, as I say, their grotesqueness and strange size.
That would keep you awake at night. Jeez, magical in water after, yeah, hopefully those aren't real.
But in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring tribe.
Are you sure? You bet your life?
Some tribe whose last descendant had perished eras before the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born.
You better, you better, you bet. No. Alright, so, now what? So, storytelling, we can skip forward, and that's our only option. I almost feel like they should let me control it right now. Just keep on the story flowing instead of having this, because I mean, if there's the elder sign, makes sense for this, but I guess it'd be too, like, obvious if there's an elder sign. Could be like, oh, stop the story. Okay. And now what? Ooh.
Awestruck at this unexpected glimpse into a past beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist.
Oh, I can zoom as right click. I was about to say, like, was my do like really zoom in and see how close we were?
I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Then, suddenly, I saw it.
Oh, what? Is something gonna come out of this water, like right there?
With only a slight churning to mark its rise to the surface, the thing slid into view of the dark waters.
Slight? I mean, that's pretty obvious coming out.
Polyphemus-like and loathsome, it darted like a stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith.
You guys paying attention now? Ooh, I'm gonna pass. I'm so scared. Is that? It doesn't look like a field mouse for me.
About which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, the while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds.
Uh-oh. That might be bigger whales, huh? Oh. Uh-oh. What are you doing?
I think I went mad then.
You went mad then? Not like when there was no ocean anymore?
Of my frantic ascent of the slope and cliff, and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat, I remember little.
Okay. Oh. So I fast forward the story. I'm losing it. I need my morphine. Yeah, that's why we're hallucinating. Because we're a drug addict. Oh.
I believe I sang a great deal and laughed oddly when I was unable to sing.
Yeah, we lost it. Oh, we're a fish person now. That's why we can't sing. We have no mouth. Wait, no tongue? Something to talk? Who knows? Here we go. La la la. Wait, can't sing. Ooh.
I have indistinct recollections of a great storm sometime after I reached the boat.
I gotta fill up the ocean again. We need water.
At any rate, I know that I heard pearls of thunder and other tones which nature utters only in her wildest moods.
Uh-oh. Yo, loud here. What's happening? And... oh, silence. Is that good or bad? Oh.
When I came out of the shadows, I was in a San Francisco hospital.
Did I, like, float to shore or something, and that's how you found me, or what's going on?
Brought thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked up my boat in mid-ocean.
Tourists, but free. See, we were just stranded in the ocean, we probably dehydrated, got sunburned, we passed out, and someone saved us.
In my delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention.
Yeah, they're probably like, this guy's crazy, put him in a mental hospital. No, it's a little dirty here.
Of any land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing.
Okay.
Nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
Yeah, don't tell them that, you're going to loony bin. Alright. Ooh, other sign, that's good. And now it'd be fast forwarded? Okay, sweet. Other sign. So the journalist. Lovecraft was a prominent figure in the world of amateur journalism. In 1915, he started publishing his own journal called the Conservative, which included political and social commentary, poetry, short stories, and literary criticism written about him and other authors. Okay. Howard was a skilled wordsmith, but he also took criticism to heart, which resulted in his decision to step away from writing poetry and concentrate on weird fiction again. For the first time since his teenage years, Dagon, published in 1917, is one of the short stories written during this period, because it was a real person. Howard, I don't know what his P stood for, and he was in Boston, right by Salem area. So, in this example expert from the Conservative, the master of horror fiction explains his attitude towards warfare and the idea of world peace. Why any sane human being can believe in the possibility of universal peace is more than the Conservative can fathom. Should the entire civilized world agree to simultaneously disarm one or more nations, would undoubtedly regain secret armaments and at the proper time take advantage of their moral trust and less astute contemporaries. Yeah, if one person said, I'm not going to fight, the other person's going to backstab. I mean, come on. In a wild career of conquest against unarmed victims, no country is, or ever can be, above warfare, until the basic impulses of human animal shall have miraculously changed. It's true. So here we go. Can't have peace, I guess. Oh. Now what?
Once I sought out a celebrated ethnologist and amused him with peculiar questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon, the fish god.
Oh, you probably loved it. Look at Dagon. Alright, so it's more lore. And that would be... Okay, fast forward. Got it. So here we go. Dagon. Dagon, or Dagan. Is it Dagan? Huh. Was the main deity of the Philistines worshipped throughout the Middle East as ancient god of fertility and crops. Huh. In Hebrew, the word Dagon was a common noun for grain. The rulers of Akkad, Mesopotamia, chose him as the patron saint of their war conquest. He also appeared as a judge of dead in an Assyrian poem, in an underworld prison warder, in one of the Babylon texts. That's what was fascinating about religion, how everyone has, like, they call him something different, or they do something different, but they all, like, draw, like, the same looking one. Like, Dagon here, like, he's so many different things, but they all call him the same. It's just interesting. He's often mistakenly taken for a fish god due to the wrong interpretation of his name, as in Hebrew the word dag means fish. Huh. In H.P. Lovecraft's work, Dagon, I like saying Dagon, but it's Dagan, I guess, is underwater deity ruling over the deep ones, a humanoid race with fish trace that resides in the oceans. Mermaids, not really, but yeah. He is worshipped by a secret cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Ooh, now what? You wanna go drink? Come on. What are we doing here? That's my first guess, I don't know why.
But soon perceiving that he was hopelessly conventional, I did not press my inquiries.
I probably think you're going to a loony bin for sure now. Oh, geez. Oh, you didn't like that. Fine, where are we looking at? Oh, now I can look. Sorry, my bad. You know. Oh, there we go. So, August Derleth and the Cthulhu Mythos. August Derleth was an American writer and anthologist. He was befriended Lovecraft and published many of his works through his company, Arkham House. Arkham. Although he greatly contributed to the popularization of the author's work, after his death, he's surrounded by numerous controversies. One of his most questionable decisions involved introducing the good versus evil doctrine. Derleth was a devout Catholic to the Cthulhu Mythos, which contrasted with Lovecraft's view of the world and his approach to cosmic horror. As a result, the author's works are often misunderstood and misrepresented in today's culture. Most of my H.P. Lovecraft involvement, Rimworld mod, oh, such a good mod. So anyways, it is also worth noting that Lovecraft was never really interested in creating a mythology. The term Cthulhu Mythos was coined by Derleth after the author left the mortal plane. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Anything else? Just keep looking. Over there's one. Oh, it's so weird how my guy looks like doing figure 8. Go look at the grandfather clock. Or is it a cuckoo clock? We will see. Man, it's going longer than I thought it was going to. But I'm taking my sweet old time. Exit door. Don't think I want that. There's a reason I came over here. There has to be a reason I came over here. Right? Wait, seriously, there's no reason I came over here? No! You gotta be kidding me. There has to be a reason. Oh, I feel like I'm definitely missing something here. There's no way I just came over just for this. Whatever. I missed something. I'm sorry, guys. Please tell me what I missed, because I'm kind of curious. And back we are.
It is at night, especially when the moon is gibbous and waning, that I see the thing.
Alright, we're writing down to publish.
I tried morphine,
Yeah, I can see that.
but the drug has given only transient surcease, and has drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave.
Oh no.
So now, I am to end it all, having written a full account for the information or the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
I'm curious how he came up with this. Was he seriously on biomorphine? Was he drunk? I mean, what's going on? Was he like Disney? Like Walt Disney, you know? He was over there hiding marijuana and everything and writing his stories. Alright. So Lovecraft on tobacco and alcohol. Lovecraft hated tobacco, even though he used to smoke. When he was 12, in order to look and feel like an adult, in his correspondence with friend Reinhard Kleiner, I think, he claims that he quit as soon as he started wearing leather pants. He also had a very strong opinion about alcohol, as evidenced by his letter to Zela Brown dated 13th February 1928. This person did a lot of research, so he wasn't drunk. As for the matter of drinking, I have never tasted intoxicating liquor, and never intend to, having a strong aesthetic disgust at anything which blunts or coarsens the delicate natural equips of involved human intellect and imagination. Pretty smart dude. I'll admit I do drink, but not that much, like barely any. But do not smoke though, proud to say that. Drinking is cited my personal repugnance, hence I don't drink. Let the herd do what they will. Okay, I never been drunk or puked from it. I got a slight headache, but never bad. But anyways, I am rather in favor of prohibition. Prohibition of any one antisocial force, as well as any other. I'd be fine with that, but people weren't. But yeah, so the prohibition period, that was big time in Cthulhu stuff. So source, the spirit of revision, Lovecraft's letter to Little Brown Reed Bishop, H.P. Lovecraft, Sean Brannery, and Andrew Limit, S.T. Joshi. Here we go. Now what? And towards the end, I feel back in
Often,
here.
I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm,
Could
a
it?
mere freak of fever, as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat after my escape from the German man-of-war.
That was my theory.
This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply.
Oh,
I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed,
I'm not all go to oceans.
worshipping their ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite.
Right back in prehistoric time, that ain't big.
I dream of a day when they may rise above the billows to drag down into their reeking talons the remnants of puny, war-exhausted mankind.
Revenge.
Of day when the land shall sink and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium.
I thought that was boats first, but this creatures are talking. Well, come from forward. They're slowly going in for water. Could be all true. Oh, look at all those. Jeez. No, I want to know what they are. Fine. That's not good. Oh,
The end is near.
is it?
I hear a noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
Oh no. That's why I blocked the door. My dude is losing it. That's why you get for taking drugs. You're high and you're crazy. No.
It shall not find me.
You sure about that? It's gonna be a nurse or a relative or someone concerned about you. It's not gonna be some scary creature
God.
taking you.
That hand!
Oh, I do see it. You're imagining, dude. Trust us here to help you. They're not gonna take you away to the ocean depth to keep you silent.
The window!
I'm gonna jump out the window? Oh, don't. No. No, let me just take my sweet time and we're going. Run! Ooh. Oh. Ooh. What a way to end it. There we go. From madness to oblivion. Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed immersing yourself in our little pool of cosmic horror. We would appreciate it if you took a moment to rate Dagon and check out our other games and DLCs. I do want to check their like games. I'm kind of curious. DLCs, I think like this one's like not a comment, like a book, like a visual book thing. I don't know what this one is, but I am curious. So yeah, I highly recommend this. Like, I did kind of spoil the whole thing for you if you watched it. I don't think I missed anything, but man, it was real good. These people made a full game of visual novel. I can have fun with it. So yeah, if you want to try it out, links in the description below. Remember, it's free to play, so get what you can. Maybe do the VR version if you can, because I might. So like always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Comment down below, and bye. Please leave like some games for October. I want to do some free spooky games. I don't care how bad they are. I just felt like free to play horror games. You got some gems in there, quite fun. This is one of them. It could be VR or not. So yeah. So like always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Comment down below, and bye. Ooh, look at that. I love how it looks. Look at that. You gotta admit, in Cthulhu and like HP Lovecraft, I love the art style and signs of monsters. How it looks so good. So after the video, I went in and I forgot to say something about trivia. So I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No way I missed that much. Are those DLC? Because now I'm going to the Huns. So that may be 4? No way. The Horrors of the Ocean, Storytelling Methods, Journalist, Dagon, Lovecraft on Tobacco and Alcohol, and August Dorf and the Cthulhu Mythos. Did I really miss that much, or do you have to play again to get it? So please tell me down below. I might have to look it up. I'm real curious, because I do enjoy HP Lovecraft stuff.